welcome to the season finale of Falcon and the Winter Soldier. This is the Illuminerdi watch along. I'm Braxton Timberlake. Joining me is Caitlin.
Hey everybody, can't wait. Really excited for this finale.
We got Richard.
What's up, guys? Echoing what Caitlin said, can't wait for this.
And rounding out the bunch, we got TC.
What's up, guys? This is the finale. Let's go. I'm hyped.
Man, this is the time to get excited because this is what we all been waiting for. This is the moment that we should get all the payoffs. We should get all the payoffs. I'm excited. I'm just ready to go. So here we go. So first of all, Captain America is here. We want to know what's in the box. We don't want to talk about anything else. Are we going to see Captain America this episode? What do you think, Richard?
You know what's funny is I don't know if you guys saw, there was a leaked, I don't know if it was leaked or actually released, a preview from it that had the new Captain America suit in it. I haven't watched it myself because I wanted to be surprised for tonight, but I'm about 99.99% sure we're going to get it.
I like those chances. What are you thinking, Caitlin?
Oh man, I can't wait. Like Richard said, I'm fairly sure. I'm really sure we're gonna get it, but I can't wait for it. I'm so pumped for this episode.
And TC?
I think it might be the worst kept secret about what's inside that box. I think we all know what's inside that box. It's going to be the new Falcon or Captain America suit, and it's going to look glorious, hopefully.
It's not going to be a Pulp Fiction scenario. We're actually going to find out what's in it.
It's not going to just be a glowing light.
Yeah.
Or maybe it will be when he's flying through the sky. Maybe we'll all see the light.
Is it really a mystery? Like, what else could be in the box?
Yeah. I mean, we've known about the new suit for what, like 4 or 5 months because of those toy leaks, but...
Hey, well, it's really just a matter of how it's going to look on screen. Is it going to be cinematic? Is it going to live up to the billing? Is it going to be... I mean, really, I can't wait to see the blend of the Falcon and the Captain America elements together. I mean, because really, that's what the show's about. That's what we've been waiting for this whole time.
Can't wait for those
awesome.
vibranium wing sound when they kind of like extend.
Yeah.
Oh, true.
Yeah.
True. Oh, true. Maybe we'll actually sound like a Falcon now when he's flying through. You know what I mean? Huh.
Yeah. Here's I got a question. Will he get a new Red Wing?
God, that was my next question. I think so. You got to, because that was almost like they were building him up like Red Wing, kind of like R2-D2. I was loving it.
Yeah.
He's also really good with it too, so it would help. It definitely would help him.
Oh yeah, and especially with how advanced he's getting.
Yeah, I mean that's another cool thing about what we've seen about Sam. What I didn't really think about before is just his engineering prowess. Whether he's repairing boats or repairing Red Wing or repairing his own wings, like he could really get the job done. He's got a little MacGyver in him. So I'm juiced. We also got Bucky. I'm excited to see what happens for him this episode. What are you thinking about, TC?
I think we need some closure with him. I think he kind of displayed that at the end of last episode with the whole not shooting Zemo thing and kind of showing him that he's past the soldier part or the programmed part. And maybe he starts to take that list that he had, the old Captain America's book and kind of go through it the right way and be assistants of some of the people there and give them what they need, closure and stuff like that. It'll probably end with him kind of going that road, I think.
That sounds about right. I mean, he really turned the corner that last episode. So I'm excited to see him have the scene with the old man from the first episode and really tell him the truth about what happened with him and his son and let things lie where they should. Caitlin, what are you thinking about what we can expect this episode?
I'm nervous for Bucky. I don't really know where he's gonna go, like where he could go after the series. So I feel like it's gonna be something where this might be the end of the road for him. But I'm excited because I'm hoping if he does go out, it's exciting and it's meaningful and it's something that'll really give the character closure. I'm also excited to see them take on John Walker because I'd really like to see John Walker try and rip off Sam's wings and just it not work.
Much less try to block his vibranium wings with his crappy ass shield.
Right.
Home Depot shield.
Home Depot Captain America.
It's like a garbage can top. He's like, It's like Oscar the Grouch style.
Right. We still need to find who said that in the chat. But speaking of the chat, we got a couple people here with us. Tester, again, he's been here with us nearly every week. And then Trevor Stoddard, too. So thank you guys so much for joining us.
What's up, Tester? What's up, Trevor? So what are you thinking about John Walker, Richard?
he needs some more of what happened in episode 5, a little bit of an ass kicking. I mean, like I said last week, the only amount of sympathy I feel for him is that when he was in that trial with the senator, was that he's saying that they made him be what he became. I mean, if I'm rating on a scale of like 1 to 100, I'd say that's maybe about a 2-3% on the sympathy scale. But he's got something coming to him, and I'm definitely excited for the rematch.
I mean, it's interesting you say that. I've noticed there is a large segment of people that actually have a lot of sympathy for John Walker, and it's interesting what they're doing. It's really, it's the writing, I think, because really they're touching on real world things with a veteran coming back to, reality and realizing that, the country might not be there for you when you come back and you kind of mess up out in the field. So I'm excited. TC, do you have any other predictions about John Walker?
I'm interested to see where he's at the end of the episode in terms of like, is he going to be recruited for a potential Thunderbolts or like Dark Avengers, or what's going to happen to him? I want to see him continue because I like the character himself. He's a broken man, and he's made a lot of bad decisions. But I like the whole, the thing of where he blames them for him being that way. So I hope this isn't the end of him. I don't think it's going to be the end of him.
Yeah, if I had to guess, I would guess that he's going to continue on. Because like you're saying, I think we're going to get a scene where you kind of see the future of him, whether he's going to Thunderbolts or wherever he's going. And speaking of that, Val, Julia Louis-Dreyfus, are we going to see a return of her? What do you think, Caitlin?
I hope so. I really hope that we see her actually with Zemo. I think that'd be cool. Recruiting him maybe from the raft. I think if we do, it would probably be something like a post-credit scene, or it's going to be something where John Walker realizes I probably shouldn't make my shield out of scrap metal. I'll maybe get in touch with the person who said that they would help me with stuff.
I mean, he looked pretty intense with his wielding style. I think I don't know. I think he likes his workmanship. We'll see how it works out.
Some real Iron Man vibes there.
Right. We also got Karli and the Flag Smashers. They are on a collision course for an ass whooping, it looks like, because John Walker's coming for them. Falcon and Winter Soldier are coming for him. What are you expecting to see with Karli and her crew?
I think we have passed the point of no return for Karli personally. I mean, I know Sam still wants to believe that there's some good, but wow, she's just gonna seriously attack a room full of people. All right. So I think that I'm hoping we kind of see the end of them. We kind of see this like Sam and Bucky maybe just kind of take them down, arrest them, whatever. But I don't know. I feel like Karli has passed the point of no return. I think Sam's still gonna try, but I don't know where you can go with her. And
speaking of them, the episode is up, and the title is One World, One People. So,
speaking of the Flag Smashers,
I'm betting a heavy dose of Flag Smashers here. The thumbnail is Karli masking up.
Oh, okay. All right.
Also, will the real power broker please stand up and
Seriously,
who are you? Yeah.
What is it? Who are you? What do you want?
Well, let's put some predictions. We got Sharon, we got Val, we got Thunderbolt Ross. What are you guys thinking?
I mean, I'm hoping it's Sharon or maybe Val at this point. Thunderbolt would be cool, but I mean, with Sharon, I'm just like, what are you doing? Like if she's power broker, the only thing that throws me off is why was she helping the Flag Smashers with Batroc unless he's supposed to betray them or something? Because I cannot figure out what her motivation is at this point. She's just, like TC said last week, super suspicious.
I mean, it's hard to tell with her connection with Batroc because Batroc seems to be just a straight out mercenary. Like you just give him a job and he'll just go in the direction you point him. But yeah, they have to have some kind of a payoff. And like it's almost been at this point like too obvious for her to be a power broker. So I'm expecting some double agent, triple agent, quadruple agent action. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
What are you thinking about?
Is sus.
Right. Hashtag, right?
I want it to be Ross. I just think that introducing him is going to be a big step forward into getting the Thunderbolts started. So I'm hoping it's him.
It would also make a lot of sense because he's been obsessed with the super soldier serum.
And his name is Thunderbolt Ross. I wouldn't be shocked at all if he names it after himself.
I mean, that is the interesting thing. Like, do you think that there is a future at all for where the Flag Smashers or Karli could go in future series, or movies, or do you think that element will be just kind of just totally washed away? Because usually in Marvel properties, when the bad guy, the organization is defeated, they always kind of spring back up somewhere else. Do you think that they could appear again?
I think that the message and the motivation behind what they're doing is something that will stick around for a while because it is this post-blip world that is very clearly broken. I'm not sure about Carly. I could see them trying to use her for something, but she just feels so single-minded that I don't know how someone else could maybe recruit her to their team or something. But I think that the motivation behind the Flag Smashers will stick around for a long time.
And also for whoever's running the Illuminerdi chat tonight, it is not like Ross and Rachel. This isn't a friends scenario. I don't know who's running our chat tonight, but that was pretty good. That was a good one.
Well, thanks for joining us in the chat, and feel free. This is, we're independent media, so feel free to super chat us. We read all messages, but we read those too, and let's keep it moving. All right, TC, we're gonna give our predictions for post-credit scenes. Because we've already been touching on it a little bit. What do you think we should get two? Give me two predictions for post-credit scenes.
Oof. I think Val is going to, or Contessa, whatever her name is, she's going to go and talk to U.S. agent. Maybe he's named at the end and kind of recruit him. Maybe he'll be sitting in jail. That's one prediction. Another would be them in Wakanda taking Zemo there, maybe, and some type of tease on that situation or what's going to happen there and what they'll do moving forward, I think.
Oh, I like the Wakanda one. Kind of put a button on their involvement. I like that. What do you think, Caitlin? Do you have any post-credit scene predictions?
I do think we will see Contessa Valentina Allegra de Fontaine.
Nice.
You've been getting that all week.
I know, I practiced.
I like how she says that, and I'm like, oh, that Contessa lady.
Showing you up, TC. That's also been Caitlin's thing all week, is showing up whoever's on a show with her.
And I was actually impressed by your Contessa, reference there anyways, TC. So the bar keeps getting raised.
Oh man.
I think we'll see her again. I like the U.S. agent. I think that would be really cool if we actually saw him named and see her recruit him. I also am just a huge fan of Zemo, so I would really like to see her recruit Zemo. I don't know, one of those for sure.
Richard, what are you thinking?
Man, I've got like 4 or 5 that I'm trying to think through. I definitely agree with both Caitlin and TC. I'm leaning towards some kind of Thunderbolts tease, probably something with Val and or Zemo. I'm going to throw out a really crazy one. I'm not sure how well it's going to land, though. What if it ties back to Wanda? What if she comes in, maybe meets up with Sam and Bucky at some point? Because those 3 were seen at the end of Endgame together. And,
sure.
and WandaVision was only 3 weeks after Endgame. This has been a few months. Maybe the 3 of them run into each other again.
That's an interesting idea. I like that one. So some of you guys took some of mine, but one other scene I'd really like to see is Eli Bradley. I'd like to see something that points to kind of his future, where he's going, whether it's maybe a talk with Sam and he's kind of looking up to where Sam's going. He takes him under his wing, no pun intended, or a scene with him and his grandfather,
Grandfather,
right? Yeah, and having a scene kind of showing where his future might go, because I think that's one thing that they've kind of left still dangling out there. So that'd be cool to see.
Yeah, I mean, the young Avengers are coming at some point, so I'm betting Eli is definitely on higher on the list of those options.
Hey, you got to keep planting the seeds.
Oh yeah,
got to keep it going, right? All right.
Yeah, and seeing the spark of him really kind of starting to make that decision would be very cool, because they've really set up that him choosing to become Patriot is going to set up a conflict between him and his grandfather.
Now, speaking of that, Sam's made the decision at this point to be Captain America. Do you think we'll have a scene where he goes back to Isaiah and kind of lets him know his decision, or do you think Isaiah is going to see it on the screen?
I think there'll be a moment where he either goes back or Isaiah sees him on TV, or I don't know. I think they have to meet one more time, and Isaiah has to be give him the nod of approval, I guess, or just to be you're your own man, you made your own decision, and I respect it, And I think that'll happen at least once.
Yeah, I'd lean more toward him seeing him on TV. I'm not sure if they'll meet up again in this series, but I could see, even if Sam doesn't see it, I could see Isaiah kind of giving him that nod of approval, like, okay, you're doing your thing.
Kayla?
I'm not sure if he would give him the nod of approval because he did not seem at all open to the idea in the last episode. I don't see him really changing his mind. I think Sam not working for the government is going to be, if that does happen, a big part of that. But I don't know. I don't see him like switching his opinion on this very quickly.
Yeah.
It would be cool if, and I don't know how they could handle it, but towards the end of the episode, once Sam handles the conflict, for him to in a respectful way, because he obviously said that he doesn't want to be in the spotlight, but in a respectful way, find a way to honor him publicly. Whether that's giving him a spot in the Smithsonian, next to Steve, or in a speech, because like even in his first speech when he first gave the shield to the Smithsonian, he was really kind of talking about two different things at the same time. So even if you did that same thing and it's kind of like a speech that's personally to Isaiah, that'd be kind of cool too. So he really knows, it's kind of like a head nod and tip the hat to him. That'd be cool.
Yeah. I think putting him in the museum would probably be the best option because they could still play it like he had died, because it's clear from the conversation that Isaiah's biggest fear is becoming a target again, which is very understandable considering that the super soldier serum is still hugely something that people are looking to make and get. So I think putting him in the Smithsonian and having the date of his death in there would probably be the best option.
Yeah, and also it would also touch on the theme with not just him personally, but just just African American history, of history being erased, and it's a way of writing history correctly. So that'd just be really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think Isaiah wants to be outed. And he told Falcon that he wants to stay kind of underground. But if Falcon were to go to him and not ask for permission, but kind of talk to him and tell him, hey, you should, let me do this for you. And I think that might happen. But does Falcon kind of need his permission to out him? Or do you guys you think he's just going to come out and do it?
I think at this point, especially after the last episode, I don't see Sam doing something like that, especially because this whole show it seems to be about him trying to do the right thing for everybody, whether it's him, whether it's, Carly or Isaiah or Bucky, everything like that. And I think that's just who Sam is as a person.
That's a good point. Okay, now let's go to really into speculation time. Let's go beyond the episode before we watch it, before we get our crazy ideas going. There's been a lot of talks about Thunderbolts. There's talks about John Walker being recruited. There's talks about Zemo being recruited. Do you think that that's actually possible? Can you see Zemo actually leading a group of super soldiers, or how would that even work out?
I don't think both of them. I don't think it would work with both of them. I think it'd be interesting to see them try to recruit Zemo, and that be a reason he decides to break out of prison and try to fight against them.
What do you think, Atisa?
I'm not too sure. I think we'll get masked Zemo again. And
Hope so.
He'll be the one pulling all the strings and kind of the leader, almost kind of telling everybody what to do strategic wise. Maybe working with them for a little bit, but then eventually, he's not down with the super soldiers. So I don't see it being a permanent thing, but maybe at the start, just tolerating it.
Absolutely. What do you think, Richard?
It's really hard to say. I don't know if Zemo himself would be involved, but I do think the Thunderbolts are coming at some point. I don't know if it's going to be in a Disney Plus show or a movie or something, but I think there's too much setup involved for the Thunderbolts not to show up, whether Zemo's involved or not.
Exciting. So what was the title of the episode again?
One people, one. I think it was One World, One People, or the other way switched around. One World,
They're
One
saying
People.
yeah.
So what do you guys think that larger significance could be for this episode in the series?
That's their mantra. That's the Flag Smashers' whole
deal.
gig. Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
That makes it seem like they're gonna come out on top, doesn't it?
Right.
Or at least maybe not go away completely.
Yeah.
I don't know. It could be their swan song.
Could be. And also, this one's a tiny bit shorter than last week. Last week was 61 minutes. This one's 52.
No,
Oh,
this one should be the longest.
Yeah, that's a lot shorter.
Yeah.
Huh, interesting. So that means that they're gonna have to get a lot done really quickly because that's really like a little over 45 minutes really of like actual screen time.
Yeah, it's officially it's 51 minutes and 23 seconds.
So that's basically 10 minutes shorter.
Yeah, more or less.
That makes me feel like we're not gonna get all our questions answered.
Maybe Marvel.
TC.
Come on, please. I hope it's fast paced, not a lot of talking. Let's get to the action beats and let's explain everything. Yeah,
we did the talking last week.
The last episode was a lot of talking.
Yeah, and I mean, with that being said, I kind of mentioned it last week. There's a lot of budget that goes into this series, and I feel like it was spent on that first episode, and it was spent on the different locations all around the world, but it wasn't really spent in special effects. So I think we're really going to get a huge set pieces in this one.
Well, we got to get a whole reveal for the new Cap suit, so I'm sure that's where a lot of the budget's going.
All right. Well, you guys ready to get into it?
I'm ready.
Yeah.
Let's do this.
Oh, this is what we've been waiting for. Let's all get the episode lined up.
Yep. I do love that Sam has like a big, awesome new cap suit, and Bucky's in like a leather jacket that he tears the arm off of.
It's still one of my favorite episodes from last moment is when Torres went, "Hey, you got your sleeve back."
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't wait to see where Torres goes too.
What are you thinking?
I'd say that's actually another option for maybe a post-credit scene. It could be Torres working on the wings.
Absolutely.
Let's do a total long shot post-credit scene, but we might hopefully a Steve Rogers cameo maybe.
I'm surprised no one brought that up.
Something. Oh my god.
Okay, wait.
Like actual Steve Rogers or Steve Rogers?
Shot.
Like actual Steve Rogers or Steve Rogers in like one of the videos from the Smithsonian?
No, like old man Steve.
Like full on old man Steve.
Write your scene out for us right now, TC. How do you see it playing out?
Falcon becomes Captain America fully, and here comes good old Steve Rogers with his cane or whatever comes scrolling up. And he's like, he just.
In a segue.
Yeah, he's just proud of Falcon. This is kind of like not as not of approval or anything, but just kind of proud of that he actually decided to take it, and run with it.
Ooh, I like that. Even if it doesn't happen, it's like giving me hope anyway.
I don't want to get my hopes up. Okay, that's why I said long. Okay, so let's get this out of our heads. It's not happening.
Yeah. It's already bringing tears to my eyes, man. Let's make it happen. All right, let's line it up, guys.
All right,
and I'll do the countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's do it.
Here we go.
Da, 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 da.
This music always gets me. How long till we see Falcon and Bucky in the new in the logo intro?
Probably around the same time we see Wanda as Scarlet Witch.
Yeah. Maybe they'll have time to do it before Loki.
No fly zone.
Subtle.
Wow. Yeah, real subtle.
So they're all like stuck in this room?
It's a terrorist situation happening.
Yeah, but wouldn't you want them out of the building?
What the?
Oh man.
He's already wearing it.
Wow.
Sergeant Barnes.
He
Wow.
legitimately has authority.
That's Sharon.
That was so freaky.
Oh man.
I didn't like that.
Haven't seen that tech in a while.
Yeah, Winter Soldier, right?
Yeah. Oh damn. I didn't think
How
it'd
are
be
you
this early.
attacking him? He has done nothing to you.
Right? Jesus.
She's like not
She's just
so
all
confident.
shooty.
Hobgoblin.
Right?
Right.
I mean Green Goblin. Why did I say Hobgoblin?
It still works.
Now they get
Yeah.
out? Where they can spread the gas? Great call.
Right?
Yeah.
Nice!
Oh! Oh damn! Woo!
Oh, nice!
Oh.
Oh my
That's
god.
awesome.
That looks so freaking cool!
That's the budget.
Alright, you win.
Oh.
Ooh. That looks so good.
Damn.
Oh!
That's a cool shot.
Oh, the staircase.
Yeah.
How did the Flag Smashers infiltrate this place so well? Because this is like a government building.
I think it's because they're everywhere.
Like her, yeah.
Really?
Wow.
Oh my god.
Huh.
That's never good.
No. Oh god. Huh.
He fell twice.
Right? So I went off to war in the first place.
Well, he was drafted.
He was. Right. Good point, actually.
And he fell off a train
Mm.
to his doom.
Yeah. Oh no.
Oh, this isn't going to be good. Which one of them is a flag smasher?
The guy
This
closing
kinda
the
has look-
truck.
All right. This kind of has a little bit of a January 6th vibe.
Yep. I think this smashes the Sharon power broker theory.
I don't
Yeah.
know.
Where'd he get
Wow.
that? There's gonna be a kamikaze inside that truck or something.
Huh. Bucky's pulling his best Sam.
Is it bad that I want to punch her now?
Sarcasm was a great look on her.
She's annoying.
Right?
Right?
She's annoying. Yeah.
You had one job. What you plan on him?
Should put a tracker on him. Yeah.
I don't. Boom.
Smoke grenade? Oh shit.
What the?
Whoa! What the?
Whoa.
That's not.
That's brutal.
Holy crap!
Was his skull burning with acid?
That's what
Mercury
it looked
vapor?
like.
Mercury
Holy-
vapor? Yeah.
Holy
Jeez.
crap!
Pretty intense.
I don't think she's a good sidekick for Captain America.
She did just burn somebody's skull off. I think I'm gonna have to agree with you.
Bro, you could just put like sleeping gas or something.
Or like
Seriously.
a flashbang.
Huh.
Huh.
A chair
Oh.
versus the shield. Okay.
I think Sam needs to practice a bit more with the shield.
Yeah. I mean, I do like that he's not like perfect with it yet. Oh! Okay, that was cool.
I like how he uses like the jetpack part of his suit.
The blue looks awesome. Oh, that one's so cool. This is the coolest Falcon's ever looked.
True. Did you just crash a helicopter? Oh my god.
Bruh, he's not Superman. How's he gonna stop this?
What the hell is...
I think the GRC needs better background checks.
Yeah, that might be a good idea.
Sam knows how to save people from helicopters. We saw that in the first episode. Oh.
Oh! The subtitle said Captain
Wing.
America Grunt.
Red Wing.
Nice! Yay, Red Wing's back!
Red Wing is back.
And no longer government owned.
Nope.
What the?
Dude.
No.
Dude. Yeah, she's lost it.
Okay, John Walker Jr., maybe take a break.
She's worse than John Walker.
Discount cap.
I'd be out if I were them.
Yeah, I would use my out now. Yeah, they're already. Yeah, she's gonna be alone by the end of this.
Yeah, she'd basically done the opposite of what she wanted to do.
Uh-huh.
Uh-oh.
Oh God, don't do it.
They just played chicken with an NYPD helicopter. And won.
Whoa! Pull up, you think?
I hope it doesn't hit the bridge.
What the?
Vibranium
Like
wings.
that.
Oh my God!
Nice.
Nice.
That's awesome.
All
There's
right.
the
Whoa!
vibranium.
That is the way to introduce yourself, not on TV with a smirk.
Oh my God, that was awesome.
You just try to... Wow, okay.
And the only thing I don't like about this is that it's in the middle of the night.
I don't like that they didn't, like, shift into reverse and drive away.
Hey, Like, what is their goal? What are they trying to do?
Right?
That's one way to do it.
Whoa! All right, Bucky.
Fine, I'll move it myself.
Fine. I'll do it myself.
Give him someone to rescue. Wow. And they're lighting
Wow.
the truck on fire. She has lost her mind.
You must be out of your damn mind. Dude. Wow.
Gotta break the lock thing, Buck.
Oh, come on.
You know what? This is the one moment I am
Oh.
happy to see this guy.
I forgot all about him for a minute too.
He's marching down.
Oh, shut up.
Wow, that was
Shut
the wrong
up.
thing to say.
Wow.
He is surprised.
Wow.
Punch him. Yeah. Who do we want to win? Flag Smashers or John Walker?
John Walker.
Right?
Jeez.
Come on, Bucky.
There we go. There we go. Come on. Yes.
This is not working
Oh.
for him, this shield.
Yep. It's already dented.
It doesn't look too bad right now.
Come on. Oh, he put it on the back so it could encourage him.
Oh, God.
It's about to turn to the Incredible Hulk.
Aw,
Uh-huh.
look at that, Buck.
Nice. Thank you for
Come
saving.
on, man.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's go.
You do not want to get hit with the parking meter. Let me tell
Is that Car-
I'm
that
sorry, is
Carly?
that-
I also don't want to get hit with the
Really?
vibranium arm, but
Hold on, Brax. Is
I
that
don't know.
personal experience?
We'll talk about it later.
Oh, good.
oh, superhero landing. Yeah, they upped the action in this episode,
This is just action.
right? There hasn't been a slow scene yet. Put in your earbuds.
Captain America.
And by Illuminerdi, I mean Red Wing.
Yeah.
Ow!
I-
Ow!
Does
Jesus.
his jetpack work underwater?
I'm gonna say, is that gonna mess with his tech?
I hope
Yeah,
not. I mean,
yeah.
it
It
is
doesn't even look like
vibranium.
it's a flame. Yeah, it's not even a flame. It's
Yeah.
Future technology.
Yeah, look, he's going.
Oh,
That's
there we go.
awesome.
Oh, damn!
Okay, this is gonna be cool. 4. Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, wow!
Come on, come on, come on. Come on, you got this.
Come on, come on.
Yes!
Yeah! Nice.
Hell yeah!
Have a nice swim.
That was awesome. The fact that he had someone else also have the heroic moment was awesome.
Seriously. This is like some of my favorite action in the whole MCU.
Oh, please.
Is he gonna decapitate? Are we gonna see his move again?
Right?
Hey, John Walker, maybe go help the people in the truck.
Seriously. Oh!
That hurt.
Yeah.
I love all the just people standing on the sidewalk in New York watching this.
I mean, it's every few years
real.
they get a battle like this, right?
I guess.
Gather popcorn.
Right.
They're like, well, there's no aliens. It can't be that bad.
There's no Chitauri. There's no Thanos. We're good.
Oh, shit.
Oh, my God.
This looks like a job for Captain America. Come on.
Or Bucky to catch it?
He ain't got that kind of strength, does he?
No,
No way.
Oh my gosh, is John Walker gonna save the day?
No
he's
way.
gonna try and murder her.
He just
He's
wants
going for her.
vengeance.
Come on, man. You're wearing a helmet and
Nah,
everything.
dude.
He's about to do the right thing. He's about to do the right thing.
He is.
Come on.
Yeah.
Janky shield.
Wow. That shield took a beating.
Did he throw it, or what is
I
he
think he
doing?
just dropped
There's
it.
Civil War music.
Are y'all seriously?
Really?
Come on.
Really, dude?
He had his moment in everything.
So they're going full anti-hero with John Walker now.
They got him.
Don't move.
Don't move.
Told you. It's a job for Captain America.
Nice.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
See, he doesn't need super soldier serum.
Damn.
He's got 2 Red Wings. Ha!
Solid. Wow. That's awesome. Oh.
Nice.
Nice. Let's hear it for Captain America.
Okay, what are you doing now?
Oh, no.
Nice catch.
Oh! Oh, my
Amazing.
God.
You lost. He's trying to not murder people, buddy.
Right?
Oh, God, what is this now?
What the hell?
Freaking Batroc, I bet.
Oh, God. Yep.
Yep.
Batroc. Here we go.
Aaron Carter, what did you do? Oh, come on.
No way. God damn it.
Oh, it's got the goggles. That's awesome.
Solid. They haven't been able to do that before.
With John Walker. That's insane.
Wait, he's with him right now?
Yeah, he said this way, and he followed him along with Bucky.
Yeah, it's the new trio.
Wow. Didn't expect that team up.
They're going full anti-hero with them.
Do you think he's gonna be pissed that Sam's like Captain America now?
I don't know.
He should know that he messed up. I mean,
he seems kind of crazy, so.
yeah.
I mean, yeah, he's gone full crazy, but
He's pissed. Oh yeah, he's still pissed.
Like,
Yeah.
I feel like he should have known he messed up like a while ago if we're gonna go down that route.
right.
Do you think Bucky's gonna try and like redeem John Walker?
I just hope we don't get the Falcon, the Winter Soldier, and John Walker next year.
John Walker. Oh, me too.
Oh man.
Oh my God.
Ugh, her stupid whistle.
But it wasn't her doing it. Who's doing it?
Caitlin, you hate her.
I had like
Caitlin
empathy
hates
for her for most of the series, and then she's
like,
like,
"Oh,
let's just
stupid
murder people.
whistle."
It's fine. Hey.
Oh, all right. What's the opposite of dropping it?
Power broker, come on.
What's stopping her from?
She knows her. Yeah. What are you up to, Sharon Carter?
What the hell?
Ooh, get the evil villain talk.
Wow, she's full evil.
What the?
Power broker.
What the?
It is her.
Wow.
No way.
They went full obvious.
I don't believe it. Wow.
Who's going to die? Why? I don't think the whole world knows she exists.
Oh,
Yeah.
what?
Dang.
Whoa!
That's how he went out.
Oh my God.
Hi, Sharon. Wow.
Did she like take the serum herself?
Peggy's gonna be so disappointed.
Seriously.
Like looking down, she's like, "What did you do to my legacy?"
Oh my God, Sam.
Wow. Sam is a better person than anybody in this series.
Oh, nice.
Oh, wow.
Sam doesn't stay down. That's the point.
Exactly.
I could do this all day, right?
Oh, exactly.
Yeah.
Right? Really taking after Steve.
Wow.
Okay. All right.
That's
Look at Bucky using modern technology.
Right?
and John Walker not murdering people.
Wow. Character development.
What? You give up.
Not
I'm
what
so
you say it.
confused. I'm so confused. I like John Walker more than her. What's happening?
Well,
Yeah, here's that desperation. Oh my God,
Wow.
she's gonna do the move.
Oh my God.
Girl, come on.
Come on, man.
Better hit him in the forehead because it's gonna bounce off anywhere else.
Get those wings out.
you're right.
Right?
Hey Sharon, now would be a great time to get up. There we go.
There we go. Wow.
Is that really gonna kill Carly though?
I mean, I think Sharon killed her so that Carly wouldn't tell Sam what's actually going on. Are you?
Are you though? Wow.
Well, guess there's no future for her.
Guess not. Wow. A lot of people going out in this show.
Sighs and relief.
Wow. Wow.
That's an image.
Wow.
You're gonna see that in thumbnails all over for the next week, for all the weekend.
The
Yeah.
cinematography in this show is incredible.
It's Carly, not Robin. It's not Batman holding up Robin.
No.
Do you think John's gonna ask for the shield back?
I don't know what John's deal is.
Captain Falcon. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yep.
Falcon punch.
No.
Oh, it's all on camera. Huh. Wow.
Oh, here we go.
Wow. Oh my God. We actually got it. Oh.
Okay, that was awesome.
Wow.
He was punching with his words.
Yeah.
Knockout. Wow. You son of a... Aw.
She got shot in her belly. She's like, oh yeah, got shot in my belly.
Yeah, she should be like unconscious on the ground.
Gotta love Marvel.
How is she walking?
She took the serum.
Maybe.
Maybe.
I love
Wow.
it. He's the guy who said wasn't Captain America on the moon at the beginning of the episode.
Wow.
Mm.
This is not. I mean, they're just gonna go willingly, really.
Right. They haven't done anything willingly all series.
They're all over.
Come on.
It's like Hydra.
Damn it.
It
Yeah,
is.
Flag Smashers aren't gonna die.
It's too big of a...
Oh.
Oh, wow.
What the?
Who is that?
What's that?
Zemo.
Who the
Zemo.
hell?
It's Zemo.
Yeah,
No
Zemo.
that is.
way.
That's Zemo's butler.
Yeah,
Whatever.
Zemo.
That's amazing.
Dude.
Amazing.
Wow. From the raft.
Look at him. He's like, now I can sleep. Hey, here she is.
Hey. Wow.
Well. Ooh, she's gonna be
Oh
one
my
of
god.
Zemo saved the rainforest. Is she like their PR person?
Jesus. What is...
He's like
It's-
wearing a new
U.S.
suit.
agent.
Oh,
It's
here we
U.S.
go.
agent suit.
Black.
Oh my god. Whoa. Wow.
Don't need a U.S. agent.
Oh my god. Roll credits.
Why would you say that out loud? Wow, he is exactly the same.
Wow.
You have learned nothing, dude.
I'm back.
So we're back to square one with him.
Oh, here we go. Closure.
But maybe he won't fight Sam and Bucky next time.
I
Maybe.
really hope not. I hope he learns that at least.
This is gonna be so sad.
Oh my god. It couldn't have gone any other way for Bucky, right?
I thought we were gonna get this at the beginning of the episode.
Wow. Oh.
Are they gonna show it? No, they're not gonna show it. Or are they? Or are they gonna
Show
cut
it.
away?
No, you guys see his face when he says it. You gotta see the reaction.
Yeah.
Dr. Rainer.
Oh, forgot about her.
Wow. I didn't think she'd show up again.
Is it a new journal? Oh, it's his.
Cross all the names off.
Wow. Very cool. I finished the book. Oh. I didn't think she'd come back.
Ah, here we go.
Oh, wow. Here we go.
You need to learn some manners.
We got the TV screen and the top.
He has an impressive garden.
He really does. Nice. Wow.
Smithsonian. Yeah, I knew it.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Nice.
He's gonna be there now. Yep.
Very cool. Wow. Wow.
Look, Bucky's happy.
Wow. They're friends.
They're doing.
Oh, God.
I bet you can get a loan now.
Right? They better be able to.
Captain America and the Winter Soldier.
Wow.
Amazing.
Nice.
Season 2?
Season 2.
I
That's gotta
hope
be.
so.
That's gotta be season 2.
All right, it's got to be a post-credit scene too.
At least one.
I mean, there's got to be, but they did a lot of shit like right there at the end. It's kind of tight.
Those were our predictions were pretty much. They already did like a couple post-credit.
See what
That
happened
was a
with
great
Sharon
episode.
Carter. She just dipped.
Wait, who dipped?
Sharon Carter.
Oh yeah.
How did she get out of there? Like
Totally.
gunshot.
That's
That was
another
a
one of
great
those
episode.
like obvious things that she was the power broker. Maybe too obvious.
Yeah, right?
I
feel like
didn't
there's
think
gotta
they
be
were actually
more-
gonna go through with it.
I feel like there's got to be more of that story.
The suit was awesome.
I think half the episode was action.
Yeah, it was.
At least.
What I didn't expect was more of the episode for him to be in the costume than out the costume.
Yeah.
Me neither. Yeah, that episode was like 90% of him in the costume, it felt like.
Mm-hmm. No, literally.
Freaking John Walker. He learned like nothing.
Same guy.
Like it looked like he learned something, and then he comes out as U.S. agent. He's like, "I'm back." You're like, "Oh, yeah,
And then that moment ended.
yeah, right." You're like, "Dude, come on."
Come on, son.
Man, I hate how they took Batroc out hella unceremoniously though.
Yeah.
Right?
He's like doing all these flips. He's just like, dang.
He just gets shot.
Yeah,
Is
you know?
Seriously.
Is Val like an evil PR person?
Kind of.
Here you go.
Captain America and the Winter Soldier.
Oh no.
Wow.
Wow.
Okay.
She's gonna turn it down.
I think she'll take the pardon, not the job, if I was her.
I would guess that. Wow.
Wow.
Oh. Agent Carter. Wow.
That feels like such a slap in the face to Peggy Carter.
Right?
Look at that smart. Look at that smirk. Dude.
Wow.
Who is she calling? Wow. No, I've changed my mind, TC. I hate her the most now.
Wow. She's the worst.
Yeah.
I didn't think the series was going to make me hate Sharon Carter.
No, that's like the most surprising thing to me. I don't think there's any other post-credit scenes.
No, that's it.
No, it looks like it because they went straight to the.
Yeah.
Right? Okay, it's done.
I'm like mad about the Sharon Carter part.
I'm kind of mad too.
All right.
I mean, it makes her character more interesting. That's for sure.
Yeah.
There's lots to talk about. But welcome back to the Illuminerdi's watch along for Falcon and Winter Soldier, episode number 6. We just got finished watching the season finale, and we're here to talk all about it. So buckle up and let's get into it. So TC, what did you think about that ending?
Which ending? There's multiple. There's a lot of stuff that happened there at the end, but
just in general, what's the feeling you're feeling right now?
I thought it was okay. I wasn't like blown away by this episode, but it did tie up a lot of questions we had. It did answer like who the power broker is. What really threw me for a loop was U.S. Agent and his kind of Like he's not, like you said, he's going anti-hero, and he's not just gonna be like strictly an evil guy. And that was a twist I didn't see coming. But overall, the episode, it was okay. It was a good wrap up. But like I said, I wasn't like blown away by anything.
Fair enough. Richard, how are you feeling about the episode in generality?
I mean, I really enjoyed it. I'd say maybe, I don't know if it's my top episode, but I mean, there was some good stuff in there. Obviously, the U.S. Agent stuff. I mean, pretty much the only character development that we got with U.S. Agent was he went from Captain America to U.S. Agent. I mean, kind of shocking, but not that shocking. And then Sharon Carter's the worst. Like, oh my God. What is she doing?
Kayla, how are you feeling about the episode?
I really liked all of the Sam and Bucky stuff. Like you were saying, Richard, U.S. Agent basically got a new like manager. I guess that's what happened with him.
And a Chinese costume.
Yeah, because it really didn't feel like anything had changed. It felt like it was the same guy we met in like episode 2, but without his best friend. And yeah, I'm still mad about the Sharon Carter thing. The Sam stuff I thought was great. The costume was fantastic. His speech was awesome. All of his scenes with Isaiah Bradley were really powerful, and just Bucky actually doing the work to make amends was fantastic. But I feel like I'm a mixed bag of emotions right now.
Well, let's break it down. We'll take it beat by beat. So this episode started off with the GRC being under attack by the Flag Smashers and the mission statement from the Flag Smashers. Wow, they went straight into it. How'd you guys feel about the opening?
I was surprised. I liked it, but I was surprised.
Yeah, that was a long action sequence to start it.
One of the longest action sequences, I think, probably in MCU history. I mean, that was the opening scene was like the first half of the episode.
Yeah. I think like during the scene, I looked at the time and those 26 minutes, and that wasn't even the end of it.
Wow.
We didn't get to see Falcon open the box, right?
Yeah.
He just shows up in full costume, which is cool, you know. And they had like shots of him, like, you know, it was
they did a great job teasing it.
Right. But I figured we would get one shot of like him opening the box and pulling it out, but nope, they just jumped right into it. We saw some really cool scenes of Falcon like using the suit in really awesome ways. When he went in the water, I was like, all right, he's done. But nope, he propelled out of the water with the suit. We saw him like wrap his Falcon wings around a shield from that falling semi or whatever, and that was
helicopter.
That was awesome.
Helicopter.
Yeah,
that was so cool.
A lot of awesome Falcon Captain America action.
Yeah, I mean, it goes to show you how much vibranium can help your suit, right?
Yeah.
World's Strongest Metal certainly helps out a bit.
You know, it's dope too. Like the wings actually look kind of like almost like real bird wings. Like the ones have like little feathers to them too. Like it's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Another thing is that it looks like a good like even though it looks like the suit from the comics, it looks like an allusion to the Endgame suits as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely. Yeah.
All right. So
we're still digesting everything that happened, and that's why everyone's a little quiet right now. It's a lot to digest.
Oh, during that scene, we got the introduction of Sergeant Barnes, who was getting mad respect. That's something interesting I saw that was in this episode with both Sam and Bucky getting a lot of military and authority respect that they weren't getting before. What did you think of when he came on the scene?
Who? Both?
Bucky.
I was shocked. I mean, they all just went Sergeant Barnes and let him through. Like, yeah, he's been pardoned, but why does he have authority to just kind of do whatever he wants? Because I'm having the moment of, are the Sokovia Accords gone?
Because he's Sergeant freaking Barnes. That's why. He saved. No, he got blipped, didn't he?
Yeah.
He totally got blipped.
They both did.
Yeah. You know what's really hilarious is that the first 2 Disney Plus shows, every single leading character was either blipped or completely dead.
So was Loki.
Yeah, he's dead.
Yeah.
They're really trying to put the focus on the original 6 before they sent them out on the ship.
Yeah, right.
I was surprised with how Sam was respected as well. Not because he shouldn't be, but because I kind of expected some pushback on him having the shield and being Captain America now.
It was kind of interesting. There was no moment of shock by anybody. It was like, oh, there's Captain Black Falcon. What's up?
Right.
Right?
It felt very like routine, right? Like they
Yeah,
showed
Like,
up-
like-
business as
Yeah.
usual.
exactly.
like they'd seen the suit before, or like I don't know. Like they didn't even look like, who is that? You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
Right. There's no pushback of like people going like, "Oh wait, you can't do that," or we're not okay with this. The government, like nothing.
Yeah,
I mean-
I was expecting it from the senator that like picked John Walker. That's who I would have expected it from. But I think he called him Captain America.
I'm pretty
he
sure
did.
he did.
yeah, he did.
Yeah.
I don't know. I
And
mean, I
love
guess it's
that-
something.
I love that
Go
like
ahead.
all the subtitles said whenever Sam was doing anything, Captain America does this or Captain America whooshes or something. That was pretty cool.
I mean, I guess they can go more into the political stuff and like the who owns the shield and all that kind of stuff if they have another season. But I am surprised they kind of glossed over it. I'm surprised the episode was so short too.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think too, like because there was so much action in it. I think there was somebody in the comments who said, PvP said this episode felt way too short. I mean, it was only about 10 minutes shorter than the last one, but I think because so much of it was action based, it felt like it went by really fast.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The whole flag smasher sequence in the beginning, yeah, that took a lot of time. And then they kind of wrapped things up really quick afterwards, like jumping from John Walker to Isaiah Bradley. They just kind of like fast tracked the end.
Yeah.
almost.
I mean, I'm
Yeah.
not gonna lie. That's actually like it's something I didn't like because it just felt like, okay, we gotta tie this end up. We gotta tie this end up. We gotta tie this end up. And you're happy, right? Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Little
I
bit.
had the moment when Bucky like returned the book to the shrink. I'm like, how long has it been? Did you do all those in a week?
Right. Well, another interesting thing was the Batroc and Sam fight within the building. What did you guys think of that one-on-one mano-a-mano grounded fight?
That chair took out the shield. That was a little weird.
Yeah. Like, here
I
you are.
mean, I
you have-
did like that that Sam, again, like we saw at the end of the last episode, wasn't completely 100% great with the shield yet, but that was an awesome fight sequence. I mean, it was right on par with the original Cap and Batroc fight from Winter Soldier.
Ooh. I don't know if I'll get that carried away.
I don't think so.
Well,
I don't know if I'll get
I don't
that
know.
carried
I don't know
away.
if on par, but I mean, it was good. It was fun.
Batroc
No,
was done dirty. I mean, he just
Oh,
got
yeah.
shot, right? He just got shot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they took him out like really.
It reminded
dirty.
me of Indiana Jones when dude comes out with a sword and he just shoots him. Like, like bro, like little
Right.
respect, man. He's been in multiple installments of this franchise.
Right.
But hey, another cool thing was how how he used the shield, how he ejects from his back and like he floats, he throws it in the air and catches up to it. There's all kinds of things I didn't really think about that you could do with the shield like that.
Yeah, the logistics of like having the like I don't know what to call it. I guess like Falcon Captain America suit with the shield are really interesting because it is the whole like flying with the shield that we haven't seen before. So I thought that was very cool. You're exactly right. That's really I hadn't thought of it either.
Yeah.
Right. And we saw that that little Captain America moment where he kind of saves the truck from falling off using his boosters and
Yeah.
kind of saving it that way. That was also the moment where we kind of see US agent kind of do the right thing. And Brax was calling it before it even happened. He was like, he's going to do the right thing here. And he does. And that
Mhm.
kind of leads to his character being more complex moving forward than just a one-dimensional evil psycho.
Well, let's talk about a U.S. agent a little bit. So, Caitlin, you were saying that you were changing your thoughts about the character.
Yeah, I have not liked him at all this entire series. He's just the entitlement and ego and everything about him has just bugged the crap out of me. And that moment where he decides to actually help, or the moment where he and Bucky are getting the Flag Smashers arrested, I was like, oh no, there might be a more complex part of you. Now I'm interested. So, like, because with Carly, she's been a complex character this whole time, and now by the end she was just like, I'm just gonna kill people because I don't know what else to do. And I was like, really? That's such a cop-out. All right. So I found him more interesting. I mean, the fact that he feels like he's reset to back when we met him in episode 2 is a little odd, I guess I would say, because he seemed like, obviously he was affected by Lamar's death, and he seemed affected by what Sam was saying. But then when we saw him again with the new costume, he really didn't.
It's interesting.
He was back to just being John Walker.
That's just him. Yeah, he's a douchey guy.
Yeah, I guess.
He's just that millennial douche.
He also didn't question when Val was like, "We're not going to need a Captain America." I'd be like, "Why?"
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah.
I think he just seems happy to continue to serve in whatever way that they want him to. He just seems like he seems giddy. He gets a new suit. He's going to be, useful. And she name dropped him there, U.S. agent. It was kind of cool. It's one of those Family Guy, or is it Family Guy moment where he's like, "Oh, they said it, U.S. agent."
Yeah. Oh, they said it.
Yeah, I mean, you know, John Walker is the ultimate tool, in every sense of the word. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yes.
I didn't feel the sympathy for him that you guys might have. And also, it's still hard for me to buy him as an anti-hero. But it was interesting how he had character development. You don't have to often see that where someone has character development and then they're actually like, "Oh, pulling the carpet from under." Actually, no character development at all.
Yeah.
That was messed up.
I wouldn't say sympathy. I'd say interest. I'd say I was interested in him where before I wasn't, because I'm not I don't find him sympathetic. He, like you guys have all said, he's a douche. He's primping to come out in his costume. Come on, man.
Yeah, that's just ego and entitlement.
It's like he's getting married, trying on dresses.
That's true.
How do I look?
That's true.
Right?
I love Val's what is taking so long? It's his
My
wife is
God.
the helmet probably. I'm like,
say yes to the dress. Say yes to the suit.
Right. That's 100% true. It's like he was in the changing room.
yeah.
Literally.
Even Val was like, "My God, get out here."
What'd you think of her short appearance?
I liked it. I definitely think she's gonna. We kind of already know she's gonna play a larger role since she was supposed to initially be introduced in Black Widow. But I'm really excited to see what that larger role is. I feel like this was kind of teasing something like Thunderbolts or some kind of team up like that. So I think that'll be cool. She seemed really happy about what Zemo did, which was
super weird.
Yeah, not really something I expected. I mean, I don't think I was ever expecting her to be like, "Oh no, we killed the Flag Smashers," but she was like, "Oh, that's perfect. I don't have to deal with that now." So that was a little
Well, it seems like she's I guess technically a good guy. Technically, she just does things the wrong way. It seems like. So if she's not really worrying about collateral damage and people getting killed, hey, made my job easier.
And I want to shout out to everybody in the comments who are leaving some comments for us. A lot of people are just really not liking John Walker still. PvP said John Walker honestly should have been bad. Said, "I love Bucky fighting. He messed up the Flag Smashers." Ryan from our site of the Illuminerdi said everyone loves John Walker now.
I hope not.
I mean,
I think he just looked better by proxy because
yeah.
Carly was terrible.
Carly absolutely lost it.
Right. Sharon actually got more interesting to me because before this, she was just dull and kind of just straight-laced agent. But, it was kind of on the nose, this whole power broker thing. And
Mackie would be so disappointed.
Ooh.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, let's talk about her entrance. So when she first showed up, she pulled off her mask Black Widow style.
Yeah.
That was cool.
Right?
That was pretty cool. I'm glad we saw that tech again.
If I were her, I probably would have worn it into the building because she was still surrounded by cops when she pulled that off.
Right.
What's her end game? What's the deal? It was really interesting. One thing I found interesting is at the very end, when it seems like she has the complete opportunity to, go right and do the right thing. She's getting pardoned and all that kind of stuff. But it made me think about what the show is about, and the show is really about legacy. And you see how, Sam picks up the Captain America legacy and how Bucky's been respecting the Shield and its legacy, along with Steve Rogers. And even points it out, like, your Agent Carter, which obviously should bring to mind, Peggy Carter in her show and in her adventures. But to see her like throw that legacy away and go such a dark route, like, is definitely shocking. Where can this go? Like, what is Marvel doing?
It's a great question. Like, where is her end game? Does she want to be like this huge crime boss, or is there like something else that she's trying to have for like an actual end game?
Are they gonna take Sharon Carter full villain? Like, I don't know if I see them doing that, but I can't see any other route for her right now.
Yeah.
I mean, what else is she? I mean, she's still working with the Flag Smashers, and we see that even though the group got blown up in that car, that there's Flag Smashers infiltrated in all areas of government and looks like the world.
They're the new Hydra.
Right, yeah. And,
Yeah.
and she's obviously a respected figure within that circle.
Yeah, and it was interesting because Carly did say that the reason she left is because Sharon wanted to, like, control the world that she was, like, angry at and that blamed for her problems. So this feels like, I mean, I hate to say this, but this feels like a giant temper tantrum.
I can't completely disagree there.
Yeah, and let's talk about Carly a little bit. I thought was interesting about her is that she went from being like a super complex and sympathetic and understandable villain to this final episode. She became really one-dimensional, and she grew a mustache. I even saw it, and she twirled it. Like, what is that about? How'd you guys feel about the end of the road for Carly?
I hated it. It's like you said, she got so boring. Like, she was so interesting throughout the show, and Sam's empathy for her was part of what was interesting because he completely understood where she was coming from, and I even kind of understood where she was coming from. And then she goes, "Nah, let's just murder him." I'm like, oh, really?
Yeah, I didn't really care that she died at all. It was just like, whatever.
I would have been much sadder if she died if they had kept going with her the way they did the first 5 episodes, or at least the first 4 episodes. Yeah, at this point, she deserved it.
Or if she like stopped fighting Sam and like tried to talk to him, and then she got shot. Like, it was more that moment, like, because they kind of can play it where maybe Sharon was trying to save him, but it was probably more about hiding her identity. But if Carly had stopped fighting and actually tried to talk to him again and been like just a messed up teenager, which is kind of what she was, and then got shot, that at least would have been more interesting to me.
Exactly. I mean, I think that one thing that got missed, and even Sam brought it up in his speech, was that she was a misguided teenager, right? And it just seems like a wasted opportunity to make her so one-dimensional, to make, you know what I mean? Like, she had good intentions. So for us to have no sympathy for her death, like, I think it's just like, I don't know. It feels like they just kind of gave up on her at the end. Like, okay, let's just finish her story real quick.
Like, I keep thinking back to the moment in episode 4 when Sam and her were chatting. That was some of the deepest stuff, not only in this series, but like in all of Phase 4 so far. And I'm bummed that they went away from that and made her just full, I'm gonna kill everybody.
Yeah, Sam's conversations have been some of the most interesting, like, scenes in the show to me, and the fact that they just kind of obliterated that one with this was so annoying.
Yeah.
Right. They did nothing to attempt to redeem her, even though in most of our eyes she couldn't be redeemed after she blew up that building. But they didn't even attempt to like get any type of sympathy from us with her at all.
Yeah.
And going back to what you were saying about Sam's speeches, I mean, Anthony Mackie's always been kind of one of my favorite like off-screen actors in the MCU just because he's so much fun. Sam Wilson is quickly becoming one of my favorite MCU characters as a whole. Just like his humanity and his compassion for people, along with being a complete badass in terms of fighting and everything. I mean, it's a pretty cool combo.
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting you say that because I guess we should give Marvel a pat on their back then, because I think that's the whole purpose of these Disney Plus series is really like shining a light on these characters we haven't seen and showing why they could be the main focus of the future of the universe. So this is really like a cool another step forward, like much like WandaVision, showed us about how cool Vision was and how cool Wanda is, and this is another step forward. So we're seeing the future.
Yeah.
Right. Definitely care about Wanda more. Definitely care about Falcon more and Bucky. To an extent.
Absolutely. And Bucky's been around for a decade already, and this series made us care about him more.
I was going to say it made me care about, because I've always liked Bucky, but this made me care about him having a future in the MCU more. because I really didn't see what he was gonna do because he felt kind of like stuck. But now it's like, oh, he wants to continue working with Sam because Sam isn't someone that's just going to fight. Sam's going to try and find another way first. So he's going to help Bucky be able to do that too. Sam's going to like help him with the empathy and everything. So that to me is interesting. But yeah, I think it's done a really good job of making these heroes, like you guys have said, more interesting. And I care about them more. But yeah, I love that Sam's power really is his empathy, because we don't see that enough.
No.
Almost, I don't want to say almost to a fault, but I don't know. Like, I'm the kind of person who, I guess, I wouldn't say I have zero empathy, but for characters like Harley, I'm just like, oh man, like just stop trying. But that's just Sam, right? He's not me. So yeah,
Yeah, he's definitely not gonna stop trying. I think the other piece of it that, like Brax said, we kind of kept forgetting. She's probably like 19.
Right?
So I get him being like, I don't want to punch a 19-year-old girl.
She's like, what, 22, 23 in real life, I think?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
So I kind of get Sam going, no, I'm not gonna fight you. That's not what's gonna happen here.
Absolutely.
And,
hey, so Richard, what's going on in the chat?
PvP, yes, we need season 2, 3, and 4. I completely agree.
3 and 4.
I mean, next season's going to be Captain America and the Winter Soldier. I love that. I mean, that's been teased for a while, but yeah, like that was awesome. Bring on Hawkeye from El Rodriguez. Yeah, I mean, Hawkeye's going to be awesome. It doesn't come out for a while, but that's going to be fun. He also said Carly couldn't have been made a martyr. She had to be villainized completely.
I don't know. That feels boring.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I kind of get it, but I wish it wasn't like that.
I think it would have been more tragic had she died if she wasn't villainized completely, because we got to the point where she died and you're like, well, yeah.
Would you guys have liked the roles reversed in terms of like Carly's character and John Walker? Like, would you rather have seen John Walker be the more one-dimensional person and Carly be that,
yes.
that?
I don't know if I would have liked it, but that's what I probably would have expected.
He still feels one-dimensional because it doesn't feel like he really changed. So it doesn't feel like he seemed more complex during the fight scene, but then by the end he doesn't. Like if he was kind of, when he was like, I'm back, he kind of had that moment of like, what is going to happen to Cat? Like just any sort of question about anything beyond, yay, I have my job back, he would have been more interesting. But it just felt like both of those characters were super one-dimensional in the end.
Right, and if you think of it, like if Carly had survived, and let's say they had locked her up in the raft, and all of her Flag Smasher friends were killed, that could have been like an interesting place for her to go in the future. Like just that, you know what I mean? That reflection and what have I done, and where I want to go from here. And then she could have tried to redeem herself, like in the Thunderbolts or somewhere else like that. Would have been really interesting as well.
I would love to see a conversation like up between her and Zemo if they were both stuck in the raft. That would have been great.
That would have been super cool.
Well, let's talk about Zemo a little bit. My man, he wasn't in the episode much, but he made his presence felt.
Didn't need to be.
Yeah, right? He did.
I mean, he sent Alfred out to do the job for him, and he got it done. So I was just imagining him like, hooking up the bomb, and like he's so old, but he gets the job done.
That's what we never see in these movies is like the process.
He hit that button with conviction. He was like,
style, man.
I earned this.
Man, he gets it done. He'll fly you across international waters.
I mean, that's just classic Zemo. Him in the cell kind of reminded me of that Avengers 1 moment when Loki was trapped and Loki knew what was going on, and he knew his plan was to get the Hulk enraged or whatever, to use the Hulk. Just
the smile.
Yeah, the smirk.
It also reminded me of Civil War too, how in the end of Civil War he's locked up, or he loses, but he kind of still won.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. And to see it fail spectacularly, did it.
All right. Exactly.
Like he really, again, he didn't. The only new super soldier is John Walker that we know of.
Yeah. I mean, Shira's going to have something up her sleeve because, yeah.
I hope she's juiced. That'd make her even more interesting if she's like a super soldier. Because remember, she did take out like 12 people in
Yeah.
2 episodes ago.
She
She
did.
also got
And-
gut shot and was walking around.
And
Right,
Carly
she-
did. Carly didn't want to go throw hands with her. She was like, "I'm getting my gun."
Yeah,
Like, I'm gonna shoot
that's
this
a
one.
really good point.
Right? She was jump
Great.
kicking the shield and all kinds of stuff. When it came to Sharon, she's like, "Oh."
Like, I don't want to mess with this one.
Right?
R.I.P. Home Depot shield. That was amazing. The first time he throws it, gets kicked and gets dented, and he's surprised.
Like, you look like Bucky when the arm fell off in episode 4.
It legit looked like the garbage can top too when he threw it down. Like it legit. I was so happy by that. I was really happy by that.
At least he put his badges on the inside of the shield and not on the outside. That would have just been too
Oh my
goofy.
That
There
was,
on the outside.
that was kind of that was one of those moments where the Medal of Honor was in the shield. That was one of those moments where I wouldn't say I had sympathy for him, but I was like, "You're slightly more interesting." You're slightly
I
more interesting.
understood that moment more than I thought I was going to.
Yeah.
It might have been kind of cool if it was on the outside then, because then he could like hit people with it and give them like the stamp of the Medal of Honor on their forehead or whatever.
Oh, God.
That'd be tight.
That would have
Brandon
might have been a
wow.
little too comic booky.
That'd be amazing.
It's like
During Falcon's speech at the end when he's talking to all the senators, John Walker's there, and he kind of just like he kind of gives like a nod to Falcon's speech, which
Yeah.
surprising to
Yeah.
me. I thought he
Too.
was just gonna be all like pissed off and classic douchey John, but not really. I mean, he kind of.
Well, I mean, they do set him up as like a complicated character, and I mean, like if you look at his friends and family, like him seeing Sam step up into the Captain America role actually makes sense for him to be, if he's able to take himself out of it, having Lamar as a best friend and his wife, like it would make sense for him to see like, wow, this is like progress happening, But it's going back to that point, and I was kind of going to before, like I feel like it's almost too sympathetic, I don't know.
I didn't like that. I definitely found it more interesting, but I'll forever be irritated that I was more interested in him than Carly.
Oh yeah, completely agreed.
Because Carly was set up to be a much more interesting character, and then just wasn't.
Well, I mean, we also got to keep in mind, this is kind of like the WandaVision deal too. This is another series that stopped and started during the pandemic. And we do know that the Flag Smashers plotline somehow was kind of changed as far as the whole vaccine subplot that's there that was never really touched on, that was supposedly part of the changes. So who knows? Like, that might have affected, her development as well. Maybe there's just like a whole beat that they had to take out that wouldn't have made sense if it was in. That would have helped out her development.
I hope so.
Yeah. I am looking forward to the rest of these Disney Plus series, though, because it doesn't seem like most of them had to go through the COVID thing. Like, I think Loki maybe started a little bit before everything kind of shut down, but it seems like mostly things are going to be like set in stone going forward.
Yeah, I think all the other ones started.
Yeah.
Once COVID was up, so yeah, we should be out of the.
Yeah, because Miss Marvel and Hawkeye definitely did.
Right, yeah, no doubt.
So this one was meant to be the first, and then WandaVision was supposed to come after this one.
Yeah, it was supposed to be
Yep.
this, then Black
Then
Widow, then
WandaVision.
WandaVision.
Yep.
I'm glad WandaVision came first. I feel like if this had come first and then WandaVision came out, people would be really pissed.
It would have made those first two
Even
episodes
more
really
bad at
long,
WandaVision.
really slow.
Right.
First 3, yeah.
Oh yeah. They would have been spoiled by this in terms of episode length, because the first 3 for WandaVision were only an hour and a half total.
Yeah, and they were all that sitcom, and like we didn't have really a lot of action until the finale.
Yeah. Like I'll say this, I understand why when we were doing the pressers for it, why Marvel sent out only the first 3 episodes for that. Because episode 4, I wish, I was thinking about this the other day, I wish we were doing the watch alongs from the beginning, because that would have been fun to see all of our reactions during those first like 7 episodes.
TC, would you just be groaning the whole time?
No, it would be that moment from the Lego movie when Batman's head spins all the way around. Just, that would be TC the entire time.
I'd be like 3 minutes of story. 3 minutes of story in a 20-minute episode.
Dude, TC would have just dipped. Like, all right, I'm out.
Text me
So
when it's over.
So, I
Wake me
mean,
up when it's over.
Falcon, I think this series, if I was gonna, rank the two, Falcon and Winter Soldier is a better series than WandaVision, in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree. I think they took obviously more chances with WandaVision, so I give it credit for that. But yeah, I mean, I did enjoy this week to week a little bit more.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're close, but I think I'd give Falcon the edge.
Yeah, I do too. I think the thing that kind of disappointed me about the Falcon and Winter Soldier finale, aside from like what they did with Carly and John, was just a lot of it did like after the fight scene, it did have that feeling of, oh, they just feel like they need to wrap up all the stories. Like I really liked what they
Yeah.
did with Isaiah Bradley and Eli Bradley and Sam, and I liked what they were trying to do with Bucky, but I would have really rather had Bucky struggle with that. Like, let's say there's a season 2, I would have wanted him to see him trying to do that during season 2.
That would have been cool. I agree.
Yeah.
Like go through the book during season 2.
Yeah.
The Smithsonian scene was probably one of the best scenes in that episode.
That was great.
100%.
Well, let's start back with the
hugging Stan. Yeah.
let's start back with the scene at the house when Sam went to visit him at the house. What did you guys think of Isaiah's, I don't know, change of heart and what he had to say to Sam?
I was shocked. I mean, I'm shocked that he turned. I guess I'm not shocked that he turned at all, but how much he turned to Sam's side, because he was pretty supportive of Sam making the decision that he made. And like, even I was saying before the episode started, I hoped that would happen, but it kind of surprised me how much so.
I liked it because it reminded me of why I felt like Sam took on the shield. When Sam became Captain America, it was about Sam. When Isaiah changed his mind, it was because of who Sam is. Like, if he hadn't seen the speech, if it had just been Sam kicking ass as Captain America, I don't think he would have changed his mind at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, I felt it was really that was a really powerful scene, really powerful. And then we got a little Eli. We didn't get a Young Avengers tease, but we did get a little bit more of his personality, which is cool.
I feel like we sort of got the tease of just that him and Sam have an actual rapport now.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see that.
Like he's being a little like pain in the butt to Sam.
So how do we think the ramifications of the world knowing about Isaiah Bradley might play out in the future of the MCU?
I'm real nervous about Sharon having government authority and Isaiah Bradley being a known person now. That part's not great.
True.
Seriously.
Very true.
You guys think we'll have to wait for season 2 of this show to get more into it, or they'll touch on it elsewhere?
The Isaiah Bradley?
Yeah.
Yeah, this show for sure.
Yeah, I don't know where else they would touch on it.
Well, that's interesting though, with Sharon Carter, and I could see them even trying to like kidnap Isaiah Bradley to get more samples from him to make more serum, or there's a lot you could do with that.
That was my biggest concern. Like, don't get me wrong, I 100% wanted him to have the recognition, but I was like, that is a giant target on your back now.
Yeah.
And Sharon Carter apparently has like her full authority that she had before. They're not even like, oh, you have to start at the bottom. They're like, you get your full rank back. You get to be in a high level gig now.
She's higher now than before.
Right? She's been living in Madripoor. They have no idea what she was up to. And they're like, no, you full authority. It's fine.
They're just covering their asses.
Nepotism gets you a long way.
They're covering their asses because they know they messed up with her.
And one last thing I was thinking about in terms of comparing this to WandaVision. WandaVision did a hell of a lot better with the post-credit scene, setting up something that, I mean, Sharon's super interesting. I think we're going to not be fans of her for a little while, no matter what happens. But I love the way they did WandaVision's post-credit scenes, like with the Skrull stuff, with the Doctor Strange stuff. I think that WandaVision is, yes.
I think part of that is because it felt like those were like we already knew WandaVision was leading into Doctor Strange, and the Skrull thing very much felt like, oh, they're teasing Monica. Yeah, like this, it didn't feel like they were teasing anything specific. It felt more that like they were teasing, here's what could happen in season 2.
Yeah, I think that's
really open-ended.
Well, I think that's going back to things being reshuffled and reshooting, because originally Black Widow was supposed to come directly after this. So I could imagine if this had come out, it was supposed to come out originally like May of last year.
Yeah, May of 2020.
Right, I can imagine then having an end scene that leads into Black Widow. There's also rumors that Florence Pugh was going to appear in this show. She's going to be in Hawkeye, but there's rumors that she's going to appear in here too. So maybe that was the connection that, they would have had for a post-credit scene.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, that makes sense that you'd have to take that out.
Yeah.
And Doc Strange 2 just finished filming, so
can't wait for that movie.
Coming. Yeah.
And I remember Caitlin and I were talking about this on It's All Connected. It is so impressive to me that movie completely filmed with not one major leak. I mean, we don't know anything about that movie. There was
a few leaks. We leaked that Baron Mordo was coming back, that America Chavez is going to be in there, Clea is going to be in there. Now it's just known stuff. Now it's just known leaks.
Yeah, no, exactly.
No, I think Richard's talking more major leaks of like Spider-Man essentially.
Cameos.
Where Spider-Man we're like, oh, look at all of these things that we already know are happening now.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see, because there's been like so many crazy rumors from everything from like Tom Cruise's Iron Man. So it's just hard to tell like what's real. I mean, because that actually could be real. Like, you know what I mean? Like there's so many different things that can go any direction that's hard to to get grounded.
For sure. And with Scarlet Witch involved, anything's possible.
All right. Much less Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
But don't forget about Wong.
Yeah, if they can bring Evan
Peters
Peters back as Ralph Boner, they can bring Tom Cruise as Iron Tony Stark. Different.
Man, freaking Ralph Boner.
The legend lives on. So Captain America and the Winter Soldier, season 2. Where do we think this is going?
I would love to see the ramifications of Isaiah Bradley being known to the world and the ramifications of Sharon Carter being power broker within the U.S. government, because that has to be connected. It just has to. It's too perfectly set up. It's going to be bad, but it's too perfectly set up.
Yeah.
It'll make us hate Sharon more if she uses Isaiah to test again.
Seriously.
It's going to really turn her full villain and just irredeemable if that happens, and that'd be kind of cool, actually.
Yeah.
And I think depending on when they release a Young Avengers project, they could really tie into the whole Isaiah Bradley with Eli Bradley thing. Maybe him trying to save Isaiah from whatever's happening. Maybe teaming up with Sam and Bucky, learning the ropes a little bit before he goes off to the Young Avengers.
There you go.
That could be super cool.
That could kind of be like the major part of season 2 is Isaiah Bradley goes missing. So Eli goes to them for help.
Oh, I like that.
And the origin story of Patriot.
Yeah.
Totally.
Similar to Spectrum or Photon, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah. And the kids.
Yeah.
Right.
Do you think Sharon is going to have control over the rest of the Flag Smashers? Because if so, she basically has, like you guys are saying, a new Hydra.
Yeah. She very well could.
It seems like it. And they're decentralized now too. So
yeah.
I mean, she's the power broker, so she can grab that power that's available. I mean, it makes the most sense.
Yeah.
Season 2, I want to see what kind of team that Val's putting together.
Oh yeah.
I want to see John Walker take another dose of that super soldier serum and become just more evil or more of a beast. And yeah, I mean that's something that I want to see the team develop, and what his role is going to be. Is he going to be like the leader of the team, or is he going to be a tool?
That's another.
Brax would say.
That's another great point. Like we could actually see the formation of the Thunderbolts or Dark Avengers. How you want to look at it.
Yeah. I want to see him think that he's best friends with Sam and Bucky now, and them just being like, no.
Dude, back off.
You guys want to go to the movies?
Right.
Oh my God.
I got my own team.
Right? Like he gets mad, Lord. And that's why there's a new team. He's like, fine, I'll make my own. I don't need you.
I already made my own shield. Yeah.
Right? Exactly.
I'll do it myself.
I got my own shield. See, it's not even dented or anything.
So, Richard, what's going on in the chats?
Some good stuff. Josh, one of our producers, Josh, said, I don't know about the Tom Cruise thing. Getting him away from the Mission Impossible movies might be tough. This is actually a great question that just came in. Who's going to be next, Goldie Hawn or Kate Hudson? because we've got Wyatt Russell and Kurt Russell in the MCU. That's a good question. I have no idea, to be honest. But anyway, other ones. Let's see. We've got. I'm confused about that when Zemo said he knew the Power Broker by reputation, and it's he, but it ended up as Sharon Carter. So did Zemo know who Power Broker was pre-Civil War from Glenn Grant?
I don't think that's required. I mean, Zemo was pretty in the know. Like, we saw Zemo has been pretty in the know from the raft.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's way more cut off than a German prison.
Oh, yeah.
That's a good point.
Yeah, the raft is so isolated.
Yeah. So I wouldn't say that's necessarily required. I understand your confusion, because I had that thought too. But I feel like Zemo knowing who the Power Broker is while he's in prison isn't a stretch.
Ooh, also, Ryan from the Illuminerdi says make MODOK the main villain for Captain America and the Winter Soldier. That could be a cool... I'd love seeing them take on MODOK.
They got to work on that title. It's going to get confusing. Captain America, Winter Soldier. Wait, what?
That's going to be horrible for the SEO. Oh, man.
Man, that's going to be tough.
Yeah, so there were rumors that, not rumors, Paul Rudd had said that he was working on a script for Ant-Man 3 before the script that they used to actually shoot with. And he was trying to get MODOK into that film. So they've been trying to work him in somehow. I can see it.
Yeah, for sure. And they're doing, it's not connected to the MCU, but they're doing that MODOK series. Isn't it with Patton Oswalt or?
Yeah.
I think I'm Hulu.
I mean, but with that being said, MODOK, Captain America has gone up against MODOK, but I think him going up against grounded enemies like, U.S. Agent, Baron Zemo, whoever else they add to that team is really probably the way to go.
Yeah.
I also, because we only really saw him in once. Like, I'd like to see him as a full season as Captain America before he's going up against, like, really, really crazy stuff.
Yeah, I agree there.
Now, Sam might run into the same things that happens with Steve. So you're going to have really good writing and a lot of, like, political intrigue because he's such almost like a perfect character in a lot of ways. Like, he doesn't have too many flaws. What kind of, like, flaws do you think they could dig into in the second season for him?
I think they could make his empathy a flaw. I think that would be really interesting because almost was here, but at the end of the day, you understand his empathy because it is that moment of she's a kid. But what if he's empathetic to someone that he really shouldn't be? Like, it's not someone where they're going to change their mind. It's not, it's not someone that can be saved or even wants to be saved. So I think they could really play with that because then maybe you have Bucky because I could definitely see Sam kind of questioning, should I be doing this? Am I doing this right? And then Bucky being the one to kind of come in and be like, your empathy isn't your weakness.
And even kind of going down that route, what if they use his relationship with Bucky against him? What if there's still plenty of people that don't see past his Winter Soldier days and maybe kind of condemn Sam for that?
Yeah, we really didn't see any like repercussions to him doing his amends. Like I said, I was kind of irritated that we only saw him talk to Yori, and even then, all we know is him and Yori aren't friends anymore, which, duh.
Yeah.
Like, no, we can't get, like, food every Tuesday now because you murdered my child. Like, that's not a surprising outcome. And
Did anyone think he was going to go back in there and have a date with that girl again?
That's gonna be tough.
A second date? I thought. It was like 1%.
He's trying to get a date with Sarah. What are you talking about?
He's so trying to get with Sarah.
I don't think PvP really agrees with what she said because he said Bucky 100% blew Sarah's back out when that party was over.
Oh man,
he was overly happy.
Sister.
Yeah.
Like, don't get me wrong, I thought it was great that Bucky was happy, but I also I would have rather seen more struggle because it really seemed like he struggled with it until Sam went, you have to actually make amends, dude. And then he was like, you're right, and went and did it.
Yeah, I get the sentiment, but it did feel a little bit too easy.
Right. He went through his whole list. Actually, they skipped the whole list and they just showed like one interaction.
Yeah.
And it showed the reaction of the person he was talking to, but it didn't really show, like, it didn't go deep into it. So it did kind of gloss over that. And going back to Sam's story for season 2, like it's gonna be like his Achilles heel. His Achilles heel is his empathy, and I see that playing a part in season 2. And it's gonna be interesting to see how the government reacts to him. Like, is the government really fine with it? Like
Yeah.
in this episode, it was, but in season 2, is that going to be a plot thread line that they want to touch on?
Also, how are you going to argue in that moment? Like, no, you're not Captain America. You're making a really impactful, powerful speech, but we don't acknowledge your authority. Like, that wasn't going to play well for them PR wise.
Yeah.
And I feel like they can't really make his flaw in season 2 is he's not a super soldier, because that would feel repetitive.
That's one thing I did appreciate, that we talked about it actually before the very first episode. We were debating if he's going to get the super soldier serum, and if he doesn't get the super soldier serum, how is he going to feel like he can compete and keep up with everyone else? But his new suit really made you feel like, okay, I get it. Yeah,
I love the fact that he didn't take the serum or anything like that.
No, I really like. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, I was gonna say they kind of answered that question like throughout the series slowly by like the training montages explaining, him practicing with the shield and also the suit, just adding all these things together, his engineering, how smart he is. Like they just slowly been showing us how he's going to compete moving forward without the serum.
Yeah, and like knowing that Isaiah Bradley was like the base of the new serum, I don't see him being like taking that. But also, I like that Captain America is now separated from the super soldier serum, because the super soldier serum is so corrupt and messed up. And yes, the Captain America legacy is not without like corruption and bloodshed, but this might be a way to sort of a new era away from that.
And that's going to actually really, in the second season, if Marvel's taking all of our great ideas, that's going to like lead to a lot of drama between him and Eli, when Eli's secretly taking it like he does in the comics if they go that route.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that could be the reason for tension between him and Isaiah, because we were wondering if there's going to be any tension between those two when he becomes Patriot eventually. So that could be a reason for it.
I'm liking all this. So it makes sense that there's going to be a second season. Since, who knows how far away the next Avengers movie is? Because everyone thought that this is really setting him up for the next movie, but like there's probably a lot of time between now and then.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm curious about, is like what's actually going to come before and after season 2 of this. Like, are we going to get an Avengers movie? Are we going to get a Young Avengers movie? Like, are we not? It's going to be, because the only things, as far as we know, the last thing that's confirmed right now is what, Fantastic Four in 2023, I think. But
it feels like it's going to be like 10 years before another Avengers movie.
I'm thinking probably about 5. It could.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be 5. Yeah. Yeah. There's just so many properties that they line up, and what they're doing is they're rebuilding the whole lineup and introducing all these new characters. So when it comes to the Avengers again, it's gonna feel like just like the new Avengers.
Yeah.
Yeah, because before we've had him in what? There was 2012, 15, 18, and 19 were the Avengers movies. So it may not be till 2024 or 25 or something.
And then Iron Man came out in 2008, so that's a good 4 years before the first one came. So
we were so spoiled with Infinity War and Endgame being so close to each other.
Right? Yeah.
Seriously. And now we're spoiled with 12 projects a year. Yeah, we got 2 Avengers movies in a year, but now we've got, 24 confirmed projects in the next 2 years?
And they're more condensed now than ever because...
Exactly. We get new Marvel content basically every week, except for this weird gap here coming up.
No, I haven't, honestly, I haven't heard anything about the second season, but it's hard to imagine that they don't start going into production really soon to come out sometime next year. Because how long can you really wait to come out with the second season? So
I'd say 2 years tops.
I can't imagine them waiting that long.
That feels like a lot.
Yeah, I feel like it has to come out in 2022
and
sometime.
the only reason I say 2 years is just because there's so much confirmed for the next 2 years.
No, I get what you're saying, but like if they play it as like, I guess technically their miniseries, so having a second season, that wouldn't be a shock if it was a longer wait. But at the same time, I don't know. I'm used to being like yearly.
Oh yeah. That's how TV works, right?
Yeah.
It's interesting. I guess it was at the Emmys that that Marvel they put this in as a drama series, and then they put WandaVision in as a limited series, which made people think that a second series is coming because this is
That's interesting.
I mean, this definitely felt like don't get me wrong, it felt like they wrapped up the storylines, but it also felt like they were setting up for a future. I mean, even just that shot of Bucky and Sam looking out over the water, you're like, oh, okay, so like there has to be more, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I feel like this one is way more likely to have a season 2 than WandaVision.
I don't think you can do a season 2 of WandaVision.
Yeah, I don't. I would love it, but I don't see how they're gonna do it.
Wanda takes over Eastview.
Oh God. Oh Lord.
You sorry?
And that's the problem, is there's nothing anybody can do to stop her if something like that happens again. Like, they're not gonna go, oh wait, we saw what happened in Westview. We're not gonna get involved in it, and we're there. And it's the 50s.
So I'm seeing something interesting in the comment. A lot of people are saying that Sharon Carter could be a Skrull, and that could make sense of everything.
You know, that's the way I could see them actually making this make sense, that she's gone so off the deep end.
So does that mean actual Sharon Carter is dead?
So I said, do you think the real Sharon Carter is like tied up somewhere and being held hostage?
She's watching the TV. She's like, no, come on.
Well, here's what I'm actually legit thinking. I mean, Secret Invasion is gonna be huge. Like, that's gonna be the Avengers level project, I think, of these Disney Plus shows.
Agreed.
And I mean, I think they're really gonna set that up hard in the next few shows.
I mean, it'd be really cool if Sharon Carter was a Skrull, because she is actually one of the very few people that Nick Fury trusted.
Oh yeah.
So that would be a very cool way to kind of have the beginnings of getting these people into his inner circle. Or not people, but
yeah.
People.
Yeah.
Yeah. And plus, I just can't wait to see Fury again. Like, actually Fury getting his own thing, and not, Talos Fury.
Right. Actually, I'm surprised that we didn't get a Fury cameo here. And I'm surprised that we didn't get a return of Don Cheadle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I completely forgot about that.
Right?
Yeah, he was only in the pilot.
Yeah. Like for 5 minutes.
I mean, and then particularly after the talk that they had when he gave up the shield and how he was kind of double talking him, and it was clear that he was disappointed in his decision. It would have been nice to see him at the end, similar to Isaiah, kind of give his viewpoint on what's happening in the future.
Yeah.
I thought for sure we'd see him again, but I guess they couldn't pay Don Cheadle enough to come back.
True. That's probably.
Is this a Terrence Howard situation again?
I would have loved if it wasn't like a thumbs up. If it was just like oh, good, you got your act together.
Like, about damn time.
It was more of a like, see what happens. See what happens when you give the shield up.
Right.
Also, Krishna in the chat, also from the Illuminerdi, said the whole Sharon thing, infiltrating the government, feels like a Skrull thing to me. Like, I'm leaning more toward the Skrull thing than not.
Everybody's on that train. I like it.
I think it'd be like, I don't like her, but I think it makes, like TC's been saying, it makes her interesting if she's gone full villain. But I also think it could be a really good setup for Secret Invasion. So I like both options.
Secret Invasion is quickly rising on my most anticipated project list.
I mean, there's no real doubt that she's like a villain now, right?
Yeah, just
about as close to it as you can get.
Just the question is she actually Sharon Carter, or is she Skrull Sharon Carter?
Because they gave every time she gave her speech, they gave her villain lighting and all that kind of stuff. So
and the Android phone.
I told you.
I forgot about that. Yeah,
Apple theory.
And like her smirk when she's walking out after she's like all emotional. That would be amazing. Thank you so much. So she's like, ha, tricked you.
Exactly.
You fools.
I'll be honest though, like when the series started, I was not expecting Sharon to go in that direction. So
me neither.
I will give it to them for that.
I understand where she was coming from in episode 3. Like when she first came in, I got where they were going with her because of everything that happened. I didn't see this coming at all.
Well, I also love that Emily Van Camp didn't technically lie in her interview. She said her number one priority was getting pardoned. That's true. It was so she could get pardoned and like infiltrate the government to get Parsons' power
that was your
Well
main thing,
done.
Caitlin. That was your
That
main thing.
was.
You
You
were
were
like,
all
she
over
can't
that.
be the power broker because she's trying to get pardon, right?
Man.
talking about her legacy and how she wanted her life back. I'm like, you liar, but also well done.
Oh,
It's all part of the
God.
plan, right?
I feel like Emily Vanderkamp was like literally like just misguiding you. Like, she's onto my trail to get you off. Because you were one of the first people
She's
to
on
say
me.
like she might be the power broker. So.
Yeah, I know. I said it in episode like 3. I'm
Right?
like, I think she's
Yeah.
a power
Oh,
broker.
man.
And then
You
she
were on that
moved away,
quick.
you know.
Emily threw you off the trail though. You gotta watch the
Oh,
Marvel people.
man.
They're sneaky.
Right?
100%. I wanted to trust the Peggy Carter gene too much.
Oh, seriously.
Man, what would Steve say now though? That's really interesting.
I'd be so mad.
So wait, so let's go.
No,
Steve's on the
wouldn't be
moon.
mad.
Steve's on the
He'd
moon.
be disappointed.
You're right.
Which is worse.
Yep.
So I mean, we're gonna get a return of Steve Rogers, right? Like, why would they keep saying he's on the moon? Like at some point.
I really hope it's because he is on the moon.
Yeah, like literally.
Like
Space
at this
station.
point, yeah, at this point, I'm like, he better be on the moon.
Right? He better not be on Earth.
Yeah, no old man Steve cameo in this either.
No, not even a mention of him, really.
Right.
No, they kept saying now that he's gone.
They
Yeah.
were really harping on the gone thing, yeah.
Yeah, they're leaving it open ended. They're like, the next writer, you got free will to go wherever you want.
For sure.
All right, what else we got going on in the chats?
Let's see. That's the last of it for now. Donnie Pearson, who's been here for most of the last 2 weeks, a 10 out of 10 for the live streams. Thank you so much. And 10 out of 10 for the season finale of the newly renamed Captain America and the Winter Soldier. Oh, here's one from Django Fed, who's been with us for a few weeks. I like how Zemo got the last laugh, hoping for Thunderbolts. I mean, I hope
like that he got the
Thunderbolts
last
come
too. I like that he got the last laugh too. I love that. Like once he heard that, he's like, "Cool, I did my thing. I did my job."
Yeah,
That was
Zemo
great.
is becoming more and more like I liked him already in Civil War, but he's becoming even more interesting after this series.
Oh,
I
no
love
doubt.
Zemo. Yeah.
No doubt. He's definitely one of my favorite MCU villains.
Agreed.
Yeah, I mean, it's
Just
him.
need to see more masked Zemo in
Yeah.
action.
We gotta get more masked Zemo. We only got that in one episode.
Yeah.
But it
I'm
was
almost-
epic.
Yeah.
It was great. What we got was great.
I'm almost like not upset that he killed the Flag Smashers. Like I know he's a villain, but I'm also like, he clearly
it.
had a point.
And those make the best villains is the ones where you're like, okay, I get where you're coming from.
Even like the Flag Smashers that he killed with the bomb, like they didn't seem totally on board with what Carly was doing, but they did follow. So probably not totally trustworthy. Kind of
Right?
had a point, you know.
Yeah.
Even John Walker, we're like, okay, he seems back to being where he was at the start. It's not like that was a great place to begin with. I don't trust that he's not going to go berserk again,
For sure.
Yeah.
Oh, he definitely is. He definitely is.
right? So
He's such a dork, though. He's like, he looks just like my old one, just black.
He's
And
so weird.
I love it. Didn't look the same at all. There were like stripes that were not like. He's like, it looks the same. It really doesn't. Did you look in the mirror?
I mean, hey, I will give it. It looked like a comic accurate U.S. agent. I mean, that looked pretty good for a U.S. agent suit.
Just
didn't
needs
see
more
it.
of that super soldier serum.
We
He needs
didn't
to
see.
get big.
We didn't see a shield though. We didn't see like a U.S. agent shield.
Right. Good point. Just the suit.
Yeah.
He has to get that made by someone that knows what they're doing.
By not scrap metal.
He just has a different shield every fight.
Oh my god.
Like by the end of it, it's crushed. He unfolds it, plucks off the Medal of Honor. Time to make the next one.
No, there has to be a montage of every shield he goes through, but like not like some epic music behind it like it was in this series, like just something ridiculous.
Like the
Carries
Barbarian
around a
one.
bag with multiple shields everywhere he goes.
Oh,
You
man.
never know. You never
Yo,
know.
did you see Falcon pull off that shield dash maneuver with the, you're holding the shield like that, and he did the shield dash with the Falcon boost. That was
Oh,
Yeah.
Right, right.
man, that was great.
paying homage to the shield dash.
For sure.
Man, they need to put his character in some video games. I'm going to play that fool.
Man,
got moves.
that's the only thing disappointing about the MCU. There has not been one good video game to come out of this series.
Well, they tried with Avengers. I guess they failed.
Yeah, they really tried.
Marvel and DC should just put their differences aside and give us what we all want, which is a Marvel versus DC fighting game.
No, not just Marvel versus DC, MCU versus DCEU.
I don't want whack Batman. I don't want DC whack Batman in there.
You don't want Batman killing anybody?
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
If they do that, they're gonna have to put a Martha weakness in there for him.
Oh, God.
In the actual game.
Anytime, if you're chatting with somebody, if you put Martha in, instant kill.
Flawless victory.
Tony's like helmet. He sees like his mom's name is Martha. It's like Tony's just like, my mom's name is Martha too.
And he's like, I'm sorry, what?
Right.
Oh God.
Krishna said, I hope there would be 2 post-credit scenes. Yeah, we did too.
So did we.
We really expected there to be 2 post-credit scenes.
There's always 2. There's a mid-credit scene, and then you have the post-credit scene. But
Yeah.
that's okay.
Then there's Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, where there's 4 mid-credit scenes and a post-credit scene.
I think, and I'm hoping that Brax is right, that they kind of had to mess around with it because of the scheduling, because of COVID.
Yeah, that wouldn't shock me.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, it was supposed to go right into Black Widow, but I mean, at the same token, they gave us like 5 endings, like TC said before the credits even came up. So
They did.
Right.
They did.
Yeah.
Did you guys expect it to open in anything other than action? Because like I was sort of surprised we went straight into the action, but thinking about it, I don't know how else we could have started.
I expected him to open the box.
I was surprised at how long the action went. I don't think I'm surprised that that's how it started. I'm surprised at how long it lasted.
Yeah.
Because that scene was like half the episode, the whole action sequence.
I think it was more.
Yeah.
Right?
It felt like
long.
it.
So we didn't get to 2 things that I didn't. I mean, not 2 things. Just the opening the box would have been cool, but it's not like I needed to see it. I really wanted. We didn't get to see John Walker like take the serum and decide to take the serum. I feel like that was a missed opportunity. It could have been like something super like impactful and just a really crazy cool scene, but never got it.
I don't know how it would have fit into this episode.
No, I meant
it would have better last episode.
Yeah.
Last episode.
Yeah. I did love that he was just marching down the street. Like, that's how he appeared. He wasn't running or anything. He's just marching down the street. He's like, I'm here.
So John Walker is one of the last people that we know of that has that blue version of the super serum. Do you think that it's going to further take him down that road of this crazy town?
I think he's going to be like a hair trigger type of person now. I think anything that like bothers him, pisses him off at all, he's going to be. Yeah, I really feel like it's going to be that kind of like explosive anger disorder thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because it'll be like that mixed with his PTSD, which he very clearly already has. And they're
that's a lethal combination.
Yeah.
Man. All right. Well, hey, let's rate this up. Let's rank the episodes for the final time, because this is the last time we're talking about the Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Okay. Ranking all the episodes 1 to 6. Okay.
I think 1 is at the bottom for me.
Yeah, and let me start by saying all of them were a lot of fun. I mean, I enjoyed every single episode, but yeah, I'd agree 1 is at the bottom. I'd say probably 2 after that.
A lot of people didn't like 1. The way it opened, it really brought me into the show. Like, it really brought me into the show.
I liked it a lot. I just like the other one more.
I agree. I mean, I think episode 1 was slower than people were expecting, but I think it kind of needed to be that.
Yeah, you needed the exposition.
I'd say 1, then 2, so 6 and 5. Then I'd say, I don't know if maybe 5 after that.
They're getting jumbled in my head.
I'm starting getting confused. I really enjoyed the Match Report episode. I really enjoyed that one a lot.
That one's 3, right?
That one's in the discussion for my number 1, actually. Yeah. That one may be my favorite.
mean, all in all, I mean, with all that being said, like they did a really good job with the series. Like, so I'm really happy with where it happened. Yeah, I mean, it could have been like, I'm glad that it wasn't just simply the MCU's version of Lethal Weapon, that they actually went there.
Yeah.
I set up a lot of expectations, like when the series first began, and they met them, and they didn't shy away from things that I thought they'd probably shy away from.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty happy with where this is at.
I think I would go 3, 5, 4, 6, 2, 1.
Mine's close.
Yeah.
Mine's close. I would say 3, 4, 6, 5, 2, 1.
I really liked that we actually dug into Sam and Bucky in 5. That was probably one of my favorite parts.
And I love that episode. I mean, that was a great episode. I mean, like if I had to letter grade them like A through F, all of them are at least, I'd say, a B to B plus.
I agree.
Yeah.
And on that note, as far as Sam and Bucky getting further character development, like we were actually like wanting it and craving it. So it's really good that they delivered on it, and they delivered on a lot of things. Like this should make you happy, TC, because unlike WandaVision, they let a lot of strings out, and they felt like, there's payoffs for almost everything that they did, and they tied it up with a bow where this didn't necessarily feel like it should have been, but they did like not leave anything dangling like they did WandaVision.
Right.
So
so question: do you think that we'll ever get like a standalone Captain America movie with Falcon as Captain America, or do you think they're gonna keep it toward for the shows only?
I
don't think so.
I don't. I think that I think Sam deserves one, but I don't think we would get one.
Yeah, I mean, he absolutely deserves one. I just don't see them going that route. I mean, especially if they keep doing the shows this well. And plus, too, I think with the shows, you get actually more screen time in the Disney Plus shows than you do in a movie. So they can go into a lot more depth with him actually here.
Yeah, absolutely. A lot more character development, and then save the Avengers for his big screen stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I was just wondering, like, are they going to bust out eventually with a Captain America 4, and come out with a new movie like that? But
I'd be shocked. I'd
be shocked. Yeah.
What do you think's going to happen with Torres?
Great question. Great question. They
I was
only
hoping to see more of him in this episode.
Yeah. Huh.
He wasn't in the last episode at all. Right?
Yeah, he was. He got the wings.
No, he was. He got the wings. Yeah. You forgot the wings. Keep them.
No, I meant this episode. Sorry.
He was briefly during the speech that Sam was giving. He was one of the people watching it.
He was watching it. Yeah.
And he had like equipment around him too. It was like there was kind of alluding to him fixing the wings, right?
It sort of looked like he was on a base or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they got to give him a bigger role the next season. I mean, he's already become a fan favorite, even with this limited screen time. So they definitely got to have a bigger role.
For sure.
Get him up in the sky.
Yeah.
Do some rescue missions.
For sure. Yeah, I mean, he does become the next Falcon in the comics, right?
Yeah. I would also love to see him, like, doing what Sam was doing with the shield, like, trying to fly.
Right.
Oh, true. Right.
That'd be great.
All right. Well, let's wrap it up for the final time. Thank you for joining us all season long. We will be back for Loki in a few, I guess a month and a half, 2 months.
It's going to be a while till we see you guys again, but we're excited.
Yeah,
we got to do the Snyder Cut. Oh, no, but this Marvel watch-along is ending, but Illuminerdi watch-alongs are not ending. We have Mortal Kombat coming up. We got a whole bunch of stuff. The Bad Batch, the week after that. So stay tuned for us and all of our programming. On Saturdays, we have the majority of our stuff going on. We have all our Ranger shows from Sentai Wrap-Up, the Ranger Wrap-Up. It's all connected on Tuesdays. So just keep checking our YouTube channel for all the different shows. And thank you for joining us.
And new cap recap, last episode's coming tomorrow. I just came up with the official name for the Loki one, the Loki Lowdown. Again, you can thank my wife because she's amazing at that.
So have you come up with any of them, or is it just her?
WandaVision Weekly I came up with, which is easily 3 out of all 3 of them so far.
Yeah, she beats you on both of those.
Not even a question.
The Loki Lowdown. Yeah, that's fantastic.
I'll tell her you guys said that.
All right, guys. Well, thank you for joining us, and we will see you in the future. Illuminerdi is out. We're always watching.
See you
Thanks,
guys.